Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to my monthly unboxing. This is for September, you're not crazy. I'm just in full-on Halloween mode and I'm sorry if my voice sounds slightly raspy. I am still sick. It has been 3 weeks. I give up. My body is in full-on I hate you, we are enemies mode, and I am in full-on, you know what, that's fine, you don't get to say anymore mode. I figure, you know what could possibly make me feel better? Books! Even better, a Halloween unboxing with all of you, because honestly, you guys are the best. I thought the internet was supposed to be like mean. So let's get into the books. These are September-y, but I also have some fun Halloween-y stuff to open with, because in case you couldn't tell, it's my favorite holiday. So starting off, I've got The Nightmare Before Kissmas, and I actually can talk about this for like real because I read the ARC, but I had to pick up the book because I know I'm gonna want all of the books. This is the first in a series. This one's by Sarah Rosh, and it was so good. This is about the Prince of Christmas, Nicholas Cole Klaus, and the Prince of Halloween, Hex. They're both heirs to the throne, and oh my gosh, y'all. They kind of meet when Hex shows up and is like, hey, I heard you're engaged to the Princess of Easter. Well, guess what? I'm fighting for her hand too, and oh, oopsie, wait, didn't we hook up in a bar like a year and a half ago? Oh. Cue the incredible chemistry, cue the two of them trying to fight their feels for one another while they're fighting for the princess's hand, which neither of them actually wants. Oh my goodness. Their chemistry off the charts. I'm telling you guys, this year, the boys are just doing it better. Think about it. You get to be attracted to both bodies in the bedroom. Just saying, they could spread apart, make room for a little Kristen sandwich. They wouldn't, I don't think. They're so for each other, but this was so hot. But it also kind of hits you in the feels because they're both talking about like the joys of their holidays and how like Halloween brings out the joy and like fear, but also De Muertos brings out like the joy and remembrance. And then at one point Nicholas is just like, I just want to see every shade of joy on this man's face, and he does mean every shade of joy. Pick it up. It's a great read now. It's a great read in the holiday season because it takes place in Christmas land, the North Pole. That's the one I'm looking for. So good. Loved it to death. And it's got its cute little sprayed edges. Next Prince of Christmas. And one of the princes of St. Patrick's Day. I saw the nickname Boyle in the little preview. Dead. I'm already dead. I'm already dead. You give me an Irish accent. Dead. Done. Sign me up. I finally got my hands on the Barnes & Noble editions of Belladona, the whole series. I am so excited. Yes, I put a witch's hat on them because I'm lame and cheesy, but I love them so much. I was so close to paying like the ridiculous aftermarket prices so I could get this full collection when they were like, and here comes Wisteria, and I was like, well, there goes my money. And then they were like, but we're gonna release our copies again in a nice box set. Look at that. Procrastination pays off. So this is the first one. This is about a girl who basically has a really weird relationship with death, as in she finds out she really can't seem to die, and yet death seems to follow her everywhere because her family members just seem to keep dropping like freaking flies. She keeps eating poison things like Belladona. And essentially she forms a nice little fun relationship with death incarnate. And I do mean like corporeal form. We love our gray shadow daddies, don't we? Yes, we do. In Foxglove, things take a slight turn. We've seen their relationship, and people were kind of pissed. They were like, we want more. We've seen it. Get over it. Not quite. If you didn't love Foxglove, I understand, but we get to see a little bit more about the world. Things open up. We get to see new characters. I loved it. Also 5 stars for me. This was not true for everyone. And now I am so excited to see the conclusion of this series. I think this is going to be a full 5-star series for me. And that is not easy to accomplish, okay? I can be a little picky. I can, okay? I really, really can. It is said that Wisteria vine is a symbol of immortality. That's immortality, my darlings. So here are some books that I got that you don't have to be subscribed from. Most of these are just from Waterstones. Keep your eyes out. They sell fast. And yes, you will pay almost as much as you do for the books to get them shipped over to the US. But if you live in the UK, lucky you. You can go to your local Waterstones and just pick them up off the shelf. From Waterstones, I was very naughty apparently and got a bunch of stuff coming in. This one I'm pretty sure I have other editions in this pile that are gonna be even fancier, but I'm not mad because I love this exclusive edition. Look how pretty with the foiling. I don't think it's sign, which is a bummer. So it's just this cute cover. This is Nadia Bossie's best Hex Ever. I'm gonna give you a better blurb later when we have a more exciting edition. Oh, they did do cute shiny stuff. Look how cute this is though. This would have been great for my Spookopoly, but I didn't unbox it yet and I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that doll, so. I also picked up the Belle Witches. This is a little more on the YA side. I think that's a little more like romance heavy. There is always a before and an after. Before Belle House, before I fell in love, after I took a life. I thought this was YA. What happened? You want to be one until you know their secrets, the Belle Witches. I think I messed up somewhere. This is by Lindy Kelk. This is also signed, which got me super excited. You say signed, I say hi, I'm a new fan. So this is about Emily. And after her dad like super tragically dies, we don't know how, she goes down on to live with the only family she has left, which is an aunt in Georgia. The house is super beautiful, but also super kind of mysterious. The tops are just plain. See, the Belle family, they are hiding this fun magical secret. And besides, we just got plain stuff here. So, what is that magical secret, you ask? I don't know. The inside of the book does not tell me. It does tell me, however, that Emily, while she's down in Georgia, meets someone named Wynn, who is very alluring and feels like things were always meant to be between them. There's this wonderful magical spark, and as things spark, her life takes on this exhilarating but so terrifying turn, and every step close to him takes her further away from her family. And soon she will find out that blood is indeed thicker than water. Please don't turn into a sacrifice, Em. Okay. I also got a pirate's life for tea because you do something cute and punny. I'm going to say when, how, where, sign me up. This sounds adorable. This is by Rebecca Thorne. I'm pretty sure I got the first book. I don't remember what it was called, but it was probably also a pun, and it's ringing some sort of bell. But this one was signed, which is super cute, and I loved the edges so much, but it was the dedication that I was just like, yes, you ready? To the people who gave me 1-star reviews because the first book had lesbians. I doubled the lesbians in this one, just for you. I like this author. She's gonna be fun. That's what it was. Can't spell treason without T, and you can't spell petty without P. I love this author already. Okay, I'm done with the rhyming. I'm so very sorry. No, I'm not. I could keep this going. Trust me. Sorry. Okay, so this is apparently about 2 galleys, Katee and Rhea, and they are desperately hunting for dragon eggs in their hometown. What kind of a hometown do you live in? But unfortunately, in order to get their prize, they have to make a deal with a local lord, and their mission is to capture Serena, this notorious local river pirate, and apparently she is just messing up the supply chains, and the lord has had enough. You know what? I actually can't really blame him so far. This doesn't sound that bad, but I'm assuming you're supposed to root for the pirate, so I'll keep reading. Begrudgingly, they join forces with Bobby, one of the Lord's constables. Bobby sounds boring. B for boring and Bobby. Now, Bobby is a girl. She is determined to capture the troublesome pirate, but the lawmaker and the lawbreaker have a complicated history. And it could jeopardize everything. It's not going to jeopardize anything, but possibly your boring sex life, Bobby. So Katee and Rhino watch this relationship wreck from afar. But quickly it becomes apparent that these two need all the help they can get. Matchmaking help, that is. And luckily, that is one of Raina's favorite pastimes. Isn't that funny? Those dragon eggs. Well, they're just gonna have to wait. But I hope we get to see the dragon eggs at some point, because baby dragons sound really cute. Okay. And last but not least is Rewitched. I heard the title of this book, and that was all I needed. I don't even know what this is about. And I was like, click. Look at the cute sides. Okay, look at these adorable sides. Are we seeing the cuteness here? Are we seeing how adorable? Yes, I'm loving this so much. Can you see like how it's not foiled, but the leaves are like shiny? What is that called? What is that? Does that have a, we have foiling, we have shiny ink? That's not a thing. This is by Lucy Jane Wood. I'm like 98% positive this is a debut. It has got found family, a dash of romance, and an uplifting message about self-love. Oh, I may not be your audience this month. And it is described as a cozy autumnal fantasy that is meant to leave readers spellbound. Good. You can wait till November, because there's no room left on my October book list, okay? This is about Belladona Blackthorn. Oh my god. Petition for that to be my new name. Why is my name so boring? Oh, look at how cool the signature is, y'all. It's in silver amongst the stars. So Miss Belladona Blackthorn, she hasn't lost her magical spark, but she hasn't exactly like seen it in a while either. She's balancing her work life, which is that, listen to this one, Lunar Books, a London bookshop. Can I have this girl's life pretty, please? God. And handling her toxic boss. Okay, that doesn't sound super fun. And concealing her witchcraft from everyone around her. Do we always have to conceal the witchcraft? Is witchcraft always a bad thing? Anyway, she's feeling a little burnt out. Perfecting the potential of her magic is the last thing on her mind. Okay, fair. But when her 30th birthday brings a summon from her coven and a trial that tests her worthiness as a witch, oh no, she risks losing her magic forever. Is there anything exciting on the book? No, just wow, that is blue. Okay. So poor Miss Belle. She just turned 30. She's having a rough go in life. She, is struggling through this test, and apparently she only has 1 month to fix things and a suspicion that dark forces are working against her. And so she needs all the help that she can get, right? Right. Makes sense to me. And who is she getting that help from? Well, let me tell you. Apparently the women in her life, an unlikely mentor figure, and an infuriating coven watchman who's sworn to protect her. We do love a good guy. Please be swoon-worthy and deserving of Belle. I love it. So cozy looking. A little concerned about the dark forces. Less cozy there, but we're gonna go with it. So the one thing that I also did order that I know is Halloween-y, oh my god in heaven, is the Once Upon a Book box, Halloween box. Did I read last year's? No, because it arrived after I made my spoooooky book list. Am I gonna make it through this year? I very much doubt it, but I ordered it, and here it is. It is What Have You Done by Shari Lapina. I wanted to read this anyway, and I will get little goodies when I finally do read it. However, I'm not gonna lie, the goodies. We got pumpkin wrapping paper, and we've got a box with crows. I'm feeling like it's probably really Halloween themed. So maybe an effort will be made. Get out. It's probably pretty Halloween-y. If you don't know how Once Upon a Book Club works, they send you things to open. When you hit certain pages, there'll be a little sticky note to remind you you don't have to be that good. They know we're readers and we get lost in the book. What Have You Done was a book I really wanted to read, but this is their spooky box this year, and this is the first time I've ever been able to order a spooky box. Not gonna lie, that was a big part of my motivation here. But this is about a sleepy little town in Fairhill, Vermont, where nothing ever happens. They get their kids telling stories in graveyards. Nobody locks their doors. Parents know their kids are gonna come home every day from school safe. And people don't even bother peeking out their windows because they know they're not gonna see anything we're seeing. What do they see? Someone walking their dog? Ooh. One morning, all of this will change when a local farmer finds the dead body of a girl. Diana Brewer, she's not lying safely in her bed. No, she is lying dead with vultures circling overhead. Not good. Now, we see how quickly a girl becomes a ghost, how quickly a town of friendly, familiar cases becomes one of suspects and becomes a place of fear and paranoia. Yeah, this sounds pretty Halloween-y and spooky to me. Someone in Fairhill did this, everyone wants to know who, and one innocent question could be deadly, and I'm gonna guess that is, what have you done? This is also my first month getting anything from Faded Romance box. I don't even remember if this is a subscription or not. They do a lot of really heavy white shoes and very smut forward romantasy. So if you're into that, keep an eye out for Faded Romance. It's mostly Faded mate stuff, in case you didn't figure that out. But with it, a cute little envelope with, oh, I guess all the little mates, all the characters get their own little stickers. This is so cute. And we're getting 2 books from the author, so 2 book plates. I am a musical girl. I used to do a lot of theater. This should come as a shock to no one. So this is called 7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers, and there's a musical called 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. So I was just intrigued. I heard the title and I was like, that's hilarious. And I just decided I was going to get the box. So this is about 7 alien warriors, their bond of brotherhood formed in a useless war, who choose to make a new start on a backwater planet. By Honey Phillips, and I just thought these were so pretty. Here's the first one, volume 1, and one of them's named Art Tech apparently, and here's how the chapters start out. There's not a lot to them aside from what you're seeing just on the outside. But I was intrigued. I wanted to try it out. And they had done a series by Devin Sinclair before, and I'm like kicking myself for not getting it. Oh, they're in alphabetical order. Artek, Benjar, Callum, Drakkar. This is amazing. Wait. Endark. This is so funny. Frantor and Gilmat. Oh, I love it. They're pretty though, aren't they? Just so pretty. Like, honestly, they were pretty. And you can get their small boxes, which is just the books, or full boxes, which also come with like a bunch of themed goodies. And it is exactly what it sounds like. Each brother just finds love. They can be read as standalones, but obviously this is the whole entire series together. Each one's a little bit different, but it's kind of got that like Iceland of Barbarian, like you go through and they're all a little interconnected and you just follow them all and see each one show up in like subsequent stories. So I'm excited to check it out. I haven't done like a series like that in a really, really long time, and sometimes your brain just needs to shut down completely for a while, and these are described as like the perfect like short, sweet, steamy stories, so sometimes you just want them on your shelf. Let's see what's next. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is a Halloween one. Yay. This is from Unplugged Book Box. If you want to see a very long, very chatty unboxing, I just did their cottagecore one as like a separate video because it had a bunch of stuff with it and I wanted to just like chat. So it's posted if you want to go hang out with me in like a bathrobe with a cup of tea. These videos are just so long. I'm gonna eventually have to like start divvying stuff up at some point somehow. You have a suggestion on how I can logically do that? Please let me know. Or are we just going for the longest, biggest unboxings on BookTube? Is that our goal? Because let me know what you want. I'm kind of here for you. So this is from Unplugged Book Box. This is a Dark and Secret Magic, and this is their Halloween one. And to me, I was just like, well, it's Halloween. The only sad thing is I think I like the original cover better. Look. It's more Halloween-y. Why would you do that if this is your Halloween book? Now it just looks like cozy. Like you faded out the pumpkins. Why would you do this? Wallace Kinney, did you approve of this? Like, I like the black cat. Was there a black cat on the original one? No, but I still like the original one better. I also feel like the original one goes better with the sprayed edges. I think I'm still salty because the objects from that box, it was like $100 and they were just so poor quality. Still salty. Oh, okay, but now I'm not mad. Now I don't get to be mad because now this is just, this feels like my childhood Halloween. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like what a book you would read in your childhood when you were a kid for Halloween. Doesn't it? Have that feel. There's 3 little witches in the background, look. That just makes me feel like very happy. Oh, and it's really pretty under the cover too. Oh, look at the cat peeking in. A Dark and Secret Magic. Oh, the back cover's so cute. Why would you? What are you doing? They're confused. They're like, okay. They got the sides right? Like, that's good. And then look at the back. You're just, explain this to me? Who designed this? I'm so confused. Okay, and the inside's amazing. The inside's amazing. Look at this. This is what I want with foiling. Where's this on the front cup? Okay, it's this flipped, and with this is the front. What are you doing? Oh, it does come with a ribbon, which I love, love, love. Oh, and the tops are sprayed as well as the... So that's really nice. I'm assuming the back is different. Oh, wow, I love this. I'm so all over the place with my reactions to this book. I don't know what to do with this book. I don't know. Oh, and this is so... The tip-in page matches the original cover and is so nice. Did they gaslight you, Wallace Kinney? I don't know what to do with this book. Look at this. You can't even read the description on the back. It's so faint. So this is about Katee, and she lives all by herself with her black cat, which is totally good by her. She spends her day like foraging in the Ipswich forest and gardening and creating tinctures to sell in the apothecary she owns. Most nights she talks to no one and she is good with that. little loner are witchier. And then her sister Miranda's like, hey Kate, how about you throw the Coven's annual Halloween party? Halloween is like New Year's for witches, and it also happens to be Kate's birthday. Why would you make someone throw their own birthday party? Rude. However, she feels very pressured into doing this, and the Coven only continues to pressure her to make it more and more special, and to add even more pressure, a man from her past shows up to her cottage asking for sanctuary. As a hedge witch, she has no choice but to say yes. And Matthew, well, he's not just your ordinary guy. He actually is a practitioner of forbidden magic and has tricked her once in the past, so her guard way up, as it should be. And of course, while all this is going on, the party planning, the dealing with Matthew, she comes across this old book that's shrouded in dark magic, and she realizes, oh my god, I know that handwriting, I know who wrote this is my mom's handwriting, and her mom, of course, just recently died, because that's always how these books go. Who does she have to turn to for help? Matthew, the only one who's going to know anything about this crap. And of course, her memories for her mom start to distort. She's starting to be like, oh my god, should I trust my mother's memory? Can I trust Matthew? What do I do here? This, A Dark and Secret Magic, is apparently a celebration of the Halloween season and a love letter to anyone who drinks pumpkin spice in August and carries the spirit of the witch in their heart all year long. Hopefully it can be read all year long, because the odds of me getting to this October are... Except we've got Fairyloot, This Is Drowning With Your Dreams by Gabby Burton. This is like a Little Mermaid retelling, but instead of mermaid, we got a siren. It's legal to be magical in the world, but, you know, she's doing her best. She's getting close to the prince. There's all kinds of recreations of fabulous scenes from like Disney's Little Mermaid. We got a sinking ship. We got all kinds of stuff going on, but the prince is usually the one in peril, which we love to see it. I loved the first book. I thought it was so good. It's definitely YA, but I enjoyed it so much, and I'm really excited to have the sequel from Fairyloot. It had a lot going on, a lot of great water magic, and the thing with sirens though, yeah, they have a tendency to kill. So that's a little different from Little Mermaid. I feel like the original edges were a little more carefully, thoughtfully swirled and done. I think there was some like gold in there, but I will take it. I really want to read this. Here's another one that I special ordered from one of those bookshops I was talking about. This one was offering signed books from Ruby Dixon, which I thought was so cool. If you read Ice Planet Barbarians, that's her series, and I used to love those books, but I kind of fell off with them. There's just so many, and once I moved to that like other underground cave system, like abandoned society, I kind of just like could not keep track of all the characters anymore. But she's starting a new series, and it's like fantasy-ish, I think. So I'm excited to check it out. It's called Bull Moon Rising. This is from Story on the Square in McDonough, Georgia. So no subscription required. I came with a sticker. It's so like holographic, is that the word? The thickest bookmark I've ever felt in my life that has depth, and a signed book plate. And I think all the editions look like this. They all have the like foiling and sprayed edges. This is part of the Royal Artifactual Guild series. This is about a girl named Asbeth, and everything is pretty good in her life because she is a holder's daughter, which is kind of like royalty or nobility in her world. But it's also why it's a complete and total disaster that her daddy has gambled away all of their artifacts. That's how their family has like holdings and magic in this world. And her family is gonna be in big trouble if anybody finds this out. So she decides, you know what, it's fine. I'm just gonna go join the Royal Artifactual Guild and become one of the adventurers who goes underground and retrieves all of these artifacts. Done. Perfect. Great. Except girls aren't really allowed to do this, okay? She needs a chaperone of some kind, and so she's like, fine. I'll marry someone who needs an apprentice, and who currently needs an apprentice? A Minotaur. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. He needs a favor. Perfect. He's a Minotaur. Fine. He is her teacher. It's fine too. And he's about to go into Rudd. That's where the problem sort of comes in. But he also has no idea that she's a noble. Also a problem. And he kind of will want nothing to do with her if he finds out her true identity. Also a problem. But you know, she's gonna go for it anyway, because all she really has to do is pass the guild test, thwart a title hunter, save her entire household, and, you know, survive Rudd with her monstrous horde husband, whom she totally might be falling in love with. It's gonna be fine. We all know it's going to be fine. We all know it's going to be a great read because Ruby Dixon is so much fun. I have not read anything by her in quite some time. It's been a while since I did the IPB thing, but I'm looking forward to this. And it's all rainbowy! Come on! Besides, we all read Morning Glory Milking Farm. Don't tell me you didn't. We now know Minotaurs are fun in bed. This is gonna be great! And if you didn't read Morning Glory Milking Farm, you're missing out. It's on Kindle Unlimited. And if you're scandalized by my suggestion, this may not be the channel for you. Because up next, I think we're gonna do Probably Smut! Probably Smut, as one of my lovely subscribers pointed out, is indeed always smut. In fact, they start off by saying, hey, hot stuff. So I'm gonna just let you enjoy the vibes for a moment while we dig into our monthly smut box. I like my fictional men tall, dark, and dominant. Well, I just like my men tall, dark, and dominant, but sure. New kink unlocked. I doubt it. Fred the cat is one of our possible things that we can tab this month. That's new. But we also can tab new kink unlocked. So I feel like it's going to be a very balanced read. And this month's read is looking really freaking Halloweeny. I didn't want him morally gray. I wanted someone with a soul as black as night. I was good with morally gray, but alright. We're getting Lights Out by Nevessa Allen, an Into Darkness novel. Okay. Are you ready for this list? I love that they send us these. A dark rom-com, a masked stalker, Touch or Die, Black Cat, and Golden Retriever vibes. He falls first. Trauma nurse, main character. Morally gray, main character, who's also a cinnamon roll. Kink exploration. If you loved Butcher and Blackbird, oh, you absolutely love this book. Isn't that about two serial killers? Wow, that's a lot of trigger warnings. Unintentional cannibalism remembered. Oh no. Can I say all of this aloud? Do you guys even know all the acronyms? I don't know if you do. How dark are you all? We're gonna have to have like a crash course so I can talk more freely about these books with you. That's what we're gonna have to do. So pointy object play, bang bang play, boo ah play, primal play, safe to say mask play, dubious consent play. There's a lot of fun stuff in here, and that's just the kinky part. All right. So this is about trauma nurse Allie, who just doesn't need any more kinks. She likes the one she's landed on just fine. Apparently nothing can top the masked men that she follows online. Unless one of those men was shirtless, heavily tattooed, and waiting for her in her bedroom. She dreams about being hunted down by one in particular. She wants him to chase her down and do deliciously dark things to her willing body. She never could have guessed that by sending one drunken text, those dreams could become her new reality. I mean, it's perfect for Halloween. Those 400 pages of just like, how deep we going, guys? All right, probably smut. Push my boundaries. It's fine. So this is All the Chaos of Constellations by Hilary Raymer, the first in the Starstorm series, and this is my very first book from the book Cove. Okay, it feels like a arcane bookish box style book. Very, very pretty. Do not compare her to Sunshine and Rainbows when she is so clearly Moonlight and Stardust. Oh, and they're putting their little mark on it there. Okay. They're serious. They are serious. They mean business. Here's the sides. They're pretty, but they're nothing like, whoa, haven't seen this. But they do go all the way around. They look slightly stretched on the sides, but they look great on the top and bottom. Okay, I like the art. It's really matte though, like really matte. And here's the tip-in page, which is special for them. I'd love to see it. And same artwork in the back. Okay. Do we have anything special going on in the pages? We do. For the ones who are always dazzled by the night sky. Okay, it triggers them out. Very mild triggers. Oh, and an extra illustration. How nice. Once upon a time, a reader like you made our dreams come true. This special edition is happy to have found its new home. Enjoy the magic of its pages. That's a first. This one ships all the way from South Africa, so I think most of us will probably feel the shipping pains from it. But their selection of books has been kind of awesome and pretty unique so far, so I'm pretty excited about these guys, and you don't have to subscribe, which I know really appeals to some people. So this is about a girl named Novelise who has until the end of midsummer to marry, and fate has kind of bound her to a male she has no interest in. So she's kind of like, do I choose a husband? Do I let my brother choose a husband? And then a notorious assassin shows up and offers her a kind of tempting solution that will allow her to like win the heart of her mate. How she knows who this mate is, I'm not really sure. I guess somehow this will connect her to him. And then one stolen kiss changes everything. Oh, do I love that line in this summary. Apparently, Asher wants nothing to do with love, or the inevitable pain, as he says, it brings. So when one fateful kiss reveals his mate, he refuses to accept her, point blank period. Until the female bound to him announces her engagement to a deadly assassin with a brutal reputation. Well, that probably would get most guys to accept an engagement, I guess. Actually, I'm really curious to know which one she's gonna end up with, kind of. Throuple! No, probably not. I don't know how this one's gonna go, actually. Fated mates are fated mates, right? These books have ruined me. Next up, what do we have? Something from Fairyloot. Ah, yes. Okay, so here's a fun confession. Yeah, I love those. I've never read or apparently seen, it's a movie or something, show, movie, I think. Howl's Moving Castle. I've been told I'll love it. It's so cottagecore, cozy, fairy tale. Apparently, like, a lot of people think ACOTAR is slightly Howl's Moving Castle coded, so I was like, okay, here's my sign to read it. Fairyloot's doing a copy. This is it. So here's Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. Ta-da! How about making a bargain with me? Said the demon. I'll break your spell if you agree to break this contract I'm under. Okay, I can kind of see the resemblance there. Apparently, this takes place in the land of Ingri, where there is such a thing as, I don't know what these are, 7-league boots. Not a clue what that is. And cloaks of invisibility. I can figure that one out on my own. A girl named Sophie attracts the unwelcome attention of the Witch of Waste, and she gets a curse put on her. Bummer for Sophie. Now, Sophie is not one to rest on her laurels, apparently, so she decides she's going to go to the one place where she might be able to get help, and that is this hill where there's this mysterious, magical, moving castle, which I'm assuming belongs to some guy named Howl. I know. I'm so smart. Here is our reverse dust jacket. The castle does indeed belong to the dreaded wizard Howl. Oh dear, whose appetite is apparently satisfied by the hearts of young girls. Okay, Sophie, think about your choices, girl. Think about your choices. I think it's gonna work out fine. Apparently. Beloved by generations of readers, and with Diana Wynne Jones' unique combination of magic and humor and imagination, this is a true modern classic. Apparently it was made into a 2004 movie by Studio Ghibli. Here's our castle. And here's what her signature looks like, I guess. I don't think it's signed on the inside, though. I heard it's pretty YA, so this might be, like, a really enjoyable one to read to my daughter as she gets older. So I think I'll be glad to have a copy. And I'm really curious to check it out because everybody seems to know what this is except for me. I missed a step in childhood somewhere. I was asleep on this, or out sick this day probably. Excited to finally check it out. Even my husband knows what this is, so okay. Oh, I think I ordered something extra from Moonlight. Moonlight, as most of you know, is my current fave. I just think they do the most stunning artwork, and I am in love with them. This is the Umbra King by Jamie Applegate Hunter, and the sequel Aeternum. There's only 2 books. It says there's only 2 books. I don't know if it's finished, but how exciting for me. There's only 2 books out, so I'm feeling real good about this purchase so far. This is the, Vincula Realm Book 1. The morally gray, don't want redemption. They want retribution. I am the butcher, your grace, and I will not hesitate to string you up with a dagger in your heart. Okay, too far. That's not morally gray, honey. So, girlie's not having a great day here in the beginning of the book, but guy's gorgeous. I don't normally go for blondes. We're having a morally gray blonde? Okay, all right. Oh no, my copy is damaged. My copy is damaged. My copy is damaged. Okay. Hopefully they will fix that. Something weird happened. And I've got like a little like chink that got like stuck. I will have to contact them about that, I guess. Like glue got stuck in there or something. That's interesting. Oh yeah, it came out on my finger. That's not reassuring. All right, hopefully they'll fix that. I don't know if they will. Oh my! Keith Brown, I have not forgotten the time you sang Mississippi Girl instead of telling me there was a panther in the woods with us. Nor have I forgotten you never returned my favorite pen, Count Your Effing Days. That is one heck of a dedication. All right, we're getting illustrations in the middle of the book. We got our guy and our girl. Love to see it. Oh, see, here's the illustration you want. This is the illustration we were waiting for. I don't know if they're going to do anything about that little mark. It's so tiny, like, would they, should they? Like, I don't know. So this is about Aurora, nicknamed Rory. I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of libraries in here. She never got over the brutal murder of her sister, and so she's decided to become a ruthless vigilante killer. Okay, that was the girl we saw on her knees. Things apparently go awry at some point. She's never given up on her search for the man who killed her sister, but then she's kind of convicted of like 13 murders and sent to jail, and she realizes, oh no, my sister's death is never going to be avenged. Why did you kill 13 other people and put that at risk then, hun? So she's stuck in Vincula, the prison realm, and then realizes, you know what, retribution might be closer than I thought, because Caius, the notorious Umbra King, yeah, now we get it, is the king of monsters, the thing nightmares are made of, and he has been locked in his own realm for a crime he didn't commit, and he also would like revenge. And when Aurora drops down into his throne room, oh, I guess that's the scene we're getting here, they begin a game of cat and mouse, and before long their hatred turns to something else. I guess that's the scene we're getting here. And although circumstances may draw them together, revenge might just tear them apart. We are warned that this is for 18 plus and ends on a cliffhanger, but I have book 2. I'm a man who dreams of you, even if you don't dream of me, and when you forget me and move on with your life, I will dream of you still. Someone went soft. Oh yes, no. There will be dreams. Both ways, it seems. It is so pretty. Here's what the sides look like. Very abstract until we get, oh no, it's not. Oh, I see what it is now. Okay, we've got the castle upside down on the top, and then we've got the sun on the bottom. Is this actually something too? Castle on the bottom, moon on the top. I was assuming this was just abstract because I'm so used to getting that from other book boxes, but nope, they've got hidden stuff in there. And just abstract on top and bottom. And these have the ribbons. That's so nice. That's so, oh no, oh boy, okay. Well, spoilers, things are bad. Things are bad at some point. Very bad. Are those knives in the wall? Okay, well, that's the scene I'm gonna have to deal with. That's gonna be rough for me. Why? Why does everyone have to get, like, hurt? Happy books. What's wrong with happy books? I need more cottagecore in my life. Now for some books that I totally forgot that I ordered, and not gonna lie to you. Apparently I ordered the Poison Study books. The first 3, anyway, from Bookish Box. These are from Maria V. Snyder, and honestly, seeing the sides and everything, I'm really glad I got these. My daughter wanted to be butterflies for Halloween this year for one of our family costumes, so kind of perfect. Choose a quick death or a slow poison. What? So apparently our main girl here, Yelena, knows she'll never be free again. She is locked in prison for killing her abuser. Seems a bit unfair, but the rules where she lives in Ixia are very, very strict, and she knows she's never going to be free again. Murderers, they get executed. Point blank period, it does not really matter. And then she's offered a chance. A choice, really. She can either be executed, or she can be Commander Ambrose's new food taster and potentially get poisoned. So, what shall I tell the executioner? That's the quote on the back of the book. Okay. Obviously, as a food taster, there's some perks. The best meals around. There are also some downsides. She might get poisoned, and she's kind of a target. She's near the commander. She might also get assassinated. Oh, pretty. Oh, Bookish Box did a really good job with this one. And to make matters just a weensy little bit worse, the chief of security decides he's going to feed her butterfly dust, which doesn't sound so bad, but only by appearing daily before him can she get her daily antidote, which keeps her alive. That's one way to keep her from escaping. I assume that's the point anyway. Of course, our girl is trying to figure out how she's going to escape this particular dilemma. It's not fun. It doesn't sound fun, I don't think. There are all kinds of disasters occurring. Rebels are plotting to seize Ixia. Lena suddenly develops magical powers she can't control. Maybe don't feed her butterfly dust. Her life is continually threatened. And in order to survive, she also has to kind of unravel the secrets of the past she's been running from. No one's shocked to hear that either, I'm betting. No. We also have magic study. I guess when you find out you have magical powers, yeah, no, you're probably stuck figuring them out. That would make wow pretty. Really pretty. Zero regrets here. I literally don't remember ordering this. That's really bad, right? Like, that's bad. We've hit the bad level of book buying at this point. When you don't remember you bought something. We're there. Are they all assigned? Wow. And fire study. Maybe she has fire powers, or maybe the land's now on fire. You know what? It could go either way with these books, couldn't it? Oh, I see wings? I guess they're getting attacked by fire-breathing dragons, maybe. Oh, it's like a bat. You know what? I know nothing. Don't ask me. I haven't read the books. I'm just unboxing them for your general pleasure. I don't know if this series is a trilogy or there's more to it. Don't ask me. It's the girl with the boxes. Let's just keep on with Bookish Box, because those were really stunning. This is their not October box or September box. This is their July box, because we love Bookish Box. Okay, well, this one definitely feels October appropriate, so we'll just go for it. This is K Knight's Court of Nightmares. I'm positive this is why I choose, so go Bookish Box. Yes, this is about a girl who is a vampire who is born to fulfill a prophecy. That's right, her life was planned out before she was even created. Don't you love that? She made every rule. She became the perfect vampire, but one night changed everything. She was rejected by the man who was destined for her, and what is she gonna do, flee? Don't blame her. Into the night, nursing her broken heart, and being a rejected mate kind of corrupts the soul, just a smidge. And in this game of Courts and Kings, nobody wins. Nobody, that is, except for the monsters in the shadows. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Those monsters in the shadows, by the way, they save her. Welcome her, in fact, and make her one of them. I'll just let you guess what the initiation looks like. Hint, she enjoys it. So do they. Please note this is a dark romance, and as such, there may be scenes you find triggering. Oh yes. We've got, in this book, rejected and fated mates, urban romantasy, wide shoes, there it is, spicy group activities, and touch her and die. I love that wide shoes is now like mainstream. It used to be so taboo, and now everyone's just like, yeah, wide shoes. That was obviously the Darkly book from Bookish Box, by the way. The actual Bookish Box for this month is Hallowed Games, which is also kind of perfect for All Hallows Eve, if you will. A raven lord who thinks of nothing but forbidden touch, and a witch who can kill if she does. Tell me that's not Halloweeny. This is by C.N. Crawford, who I am positive I've read before and enjoyed, but I don't remember what. She wrote Dark King, and I enjoyed that. And I really want to read her Frost and Ambrosia Duet and her Demon Queen Trial series. That's the one that starts with City of Thorns. So I'm really interested in this author. Definitely excited for this book. This is about Alwyn, and she is cursed. She kills with just a brush of her fingertips. Her worst fear is hurting the boy she cares for, and her second worst, the attention of the Raven Lord. Well, I think I know how you can take care of that if you really don't want his attention. His name is Maelor, and he is lethally beautiful and also leader of the Witch Hunters. Oh, I see the problem. And now it seems like he knows her secrets. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, looks like he does because he arrests her. And now her only hope to survive is a series of brutal trials. It's always the trials with these books, isn't it, right? 99 out of 100 will die and magic is strictly forbidden. Well, that seems a bit unfair if you ask me. That is cool. Oh, let's see it open. Yeah, very cool. Strangely, Maylor. Oh, wait, can you guess if her touch affects him? No, of course it doesn't affect him. How else would they? And apparently, actually, the Raven Lord claims he wants to help her. Then why would you arrest her? But as she spends more time with him, of course, she discovers he has what? That's right, a dark secret of his own. Is he the reason that bodies have been showing up around the kingdom, drained of blood? Oh God, I love vampires this time of year. The more Maylor wants Elwyn, the more dangerous he becomes. And in a world where trusting someone can get you killed, will this beautiful monster help her survive? I don't know, probably. You'll have a better time if you take the ride while you can, girl. It's pretty. It's different. Like a flower-covered snake. What am I looking at? I can kill with my touch. I'm a witch as serpent-touched as they come. Who wants to see? So I guess serpent-touched because her touch is poisonous. I'm intrigued. I really like the addition. I love the colors. This muted palette. I don't know. I'm like feeling this. We've got dark gothic vibes. Main character with a deadly touch. She can't touch anyone but him. Enemies to lovers. Morally great cast of characters. And touch her and die. Let's do this one next. This is my second box ever from Aurora Crate. I want to see if we did the packaging like they did last time because it was so amazing. Oh, thank you. Welcome to Aurora Crate Book Box, and thank you so much for getting our Romantasy box. You're welcome. We are so happy you wanted to grab our special edition of Night of Death and Flowers by Rebecca L. Garcia, and we hope you love this Romantasy. Don't hesitate to tag us and use our hashtag. Okay, I'm making a video. I don't know how to tag you. The irony of me being a booktuber who cannot do technology. Look at these, look at these. Look at how they send them. It is literally origami art, and I love it so much. So let's see what the little card is. Okay, so last time it was artwork, I think? Yes. Okay, so we've got a bookmark from Aurora Crate. And here are two pieces of artwork. I broke the binder I've been keeping my artwork in, just came completely unglued. So that was tragic for me. Oh, there's more. A little, oh no, get back in your assigned seat, please. You got a sticker. I can hold things the right way. And the book plate. Here is the book. So this one they ended up changing the design, which was a super bummer. It was originally supposed to have the bird and the moon in the center of the pages, but they said that it wasn't looking right and they couldn't fix it in a reasonable amount of time. So I have two minds about that. I honestly would have rather have them just taken however long it took, because now it's a little generic, but this is Night of Death and Flowers by Rebecca L. Garcia. I shouldn't trust him, but the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when I look at him, I see a god starved of kisses and love. Aw. See, like, I would have loved that bird and moon to be in the center there, which is the original design, but at least their edges go all the way around, which I do love. The harvest is coming, and soon 11 of us will be dead. Well, that's a cheery way to start a summary. This is one of the Gods of Darris duet that combines romance, fate, survival, and mystery. So for over a century, our god of death over here has remained in the shadows, cursed to touch any living thing he touches, and unable to recall what happened to him in the mortal world that left him fleeing a trail of bloodshed. Always a good start to a day. Yikes. Azkiel only knows one thing for certain: his trapped siblings can never escape. Why can his trapped siblings never escape? Because they are hungry for revenge. Okay, and will do anything to keep death from stopping the witch prophesies to be his downfall. Sure. So to survive, Azkiel must find Callista and kill her before the next harvest. If only she would die. She is ruthless. He is cruel. And with the harvest tournament just days away, their blossoming hatred may just cost them everything. Yeah, that's Hatred. Oh, yep, more hatred. It's flying off the pages. Same illustrations back and front. Content warnings, animal death. Oh, goody. Good. No, that's gonna be super fun. Graphic violence. Did I read human sacrifice? Did I read anything? Playlist. Those are really popular, and this is how they start chapters. They didn't do anything super fancy to that. But you know what? This feels more like a Fairyloot book or an Illumicrate book than it does like a Bookish Box book or an Arcane book. So that's interesting to note. I think they're gonna try and be some big players in the game. I also got Belle Box this month. So we have Up in the Air, volumes 1 and 2 by R.K. Lily. These are stunning editions. Look at this. Wait, that's wrong. Like that? Is that right? Or is it like this? I don't know what I'm doing. That is, I love the skyline thing. That is pretty cool. But we're getting kinky, I think, with these. So volume 1 is In Flight and Mile High. So I guess we have 2 books in one. Okay. All right. I love the sprayed edges. Look at that. These are just so aesthetically pleasing to me. These are pretty spectacular. I hope I like these because these are kind of stunning. Oh, and I love the signature. Little heart. Mr. Cavendish. Doesn't he sound fancy? Is all the work the same throughout? It looks like it is. It is book 2. A little darker. Sad. Oh, we're going to Vegas, I guess. Very similar artwork on the inside. Also signs. Nice. This contains Grounded and Mr. Beautiful, apparently. That is really, really pretty. So this is about a flight attendant named Bianca who sees billionaire hotel owner Mr. Cavendish and instantly goes weak in the knees, which isn't great at like 35,000 feet in the air, admittedly. Apparently he holds the promise of pain and pleasure in his eyes, and despite the fact that she has met like everybody famous, sports stars, movie stars, whatever. This is one guy she just can't seem to resist. His eyes offer a challenge, and you know who can't turn down a challenge with me? And also apparently Bianca. So, looks like we're going to be having some kinky fun with these two in the Up in the Air series. That's the summary. That's it. Okay. Pretty straightforward in that one. A vicious, delightful, wonderful book that I missed earlier was the Fairyloot edition of Ava Reid's Lady Macbeth. This is a bloody dagger wrapped in a veil. This is Lady Macbeth told as only Ava Reid could. She gives Lady Macbeth, Roselle, her very own voice, and it is wonderful and witty and bloody and vengeful and delightful and everything I could have hoped and wanted it to be. It's intense and it is so full of symbolism. It does all the things you want Macbeth to do. It's got the witches, it's got the blood that won't wash out down spot, it's got the forest coming to the castle, it's got Macbeth can't be killed by a man born of woman. It has everything you want and more. This is one heck of a read, and Ava Reid, when she was like, hey, I'm going from YA to adults, she did not hold back. So don't say I didn't warn you. If you don't know what Macbeth is about, this is about Lady Macbeth, who she is apparently witch-touched. It is rumored that if a man looks into her eyes, he will be bewitched. She is sent off to marry Macbeth in Scotland, and she assumes he is going to be brutal and rough and kind of a brute, and his court is going to be vicious, and she's going to need all of her wits and wiles and indeed witchcraft to keep her alive in this court. And boy, is she right. She does not know. He has his own occult stuff going on. She does not know about all the prophecies surrounding him, and oh man, does it get messy. But let's see what they did with this edition. I am glad to have multiple editions. This was a stunning read. Ava Reid, all the puns. But I won't even do the puns because She deserves better than my crappy puns. If she cannot have safety, if she cannot have love, at least she can have this vengeance. I actually prefer this quote that she said. It was like, appetites cannot be sated by blood, only wetted. Yeah. Gird your loins for this one. Ooh, we got a battle of the books, y'all. That's right, I forgot Owlcrate. Their adult book of the month was also Lady MacBeth. I love that they did a complete redesign of this. This is beautiful. There is a lot of animal imagery and symbolism within the story, so it makes a ton of sense why they would do this. A key does definitely play a very important role in the book as well, so whoever designed this took a lot of time and care. Oh, this is beautiful. I am nothing but the dagger in my husband's hand. Keep your mortal eyes open. Yeah, this sight is such an important thing in the novel. Obviously, her eyes are rumored to be cursed, and yet she is forced to always wear a veil to protect men from her sight. When a crown falls, many arms reach out to catch it. Now you are the dagger in my hand. This was a really important scene. This sort of set a lot of things into motion. This is a much more thoughtful edition. I think Owlcrate beyond beat Fairyloot. Oh, there's a letter signed. Yeah, Owlcrate, absolutely. And considering that I paid separately for that one, and this is just their monthly box, this is amazing. You will haunt me too. We can never truly be apart then if we are each other's ghosts. They did a phenomenal job. This is the edition of Lady MacBeth that I want. This is just the edition. They knocked it out of the park. It's nice, but it's just a redesign. There's no comparison at all. I mean, Owlcrate beyond annihilated Fairyloot. Yes, that looks beautiful, but then there's no back. They didn't do a reverse dust jacket. Owlcrate spanked Fairyloot, just saying. So let's do the September Afterlight box. I'm still waiting on their October box. Nowhere to be found. So the Breakup Pact by Emma Lord is the cutest little book. Look how cute this is. I don't think I'm going to keep getting their books because I just cannot collect fantasy and romance, although I'm making an exception for smut. What is wrong with me? Don't answer that. We've got 2 viral breakups, 1 fake relationship, and 5 sparkling, heart-pounding dates. So this is by June and Levi, and they were besties as teenagers until they weren't. Now, June is struggling to make rent on her beachside tea shop, and Levi is kind of a New York cliche. You know, disillusioned hedge fund manager and failed novelist. And they haven't spoken in years. But after they both experience, weirdly at the same time-ish, very public, humiliating breakups that kind of go viral. Oh my god, can you imagine? Ouch. A photo of them together also kind of spreads on the internet, and it has the entire online world convinced that they are the perfect couple. Just meant to be. And so with so many people rooting for them, the 2 of them are kind of you know what? Let's just add fuel to the fire and pretend to date. Get a few photo ops in there, why not? Let's just go for it. All they have to do is convince the world that they're in love. One swoon-worthy photo op at a time. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job if you ask me. And then they can just separately go on their ways, happily. No regrets. Right? Because that's the way these books. This is so cute! Look! The ex-fiancé of Roman Steele's new hot flame, Kelly Carter, and the ex-girlfriend of Business Savvy's Griffin Hathler apparently wasted no time moving on. This is so cute! Revenge exes. This is actually oh my god, this is so cute! This is so cute. They're doing little articles on them with photo ops and ads and they have comments. Okay, this is genuinely adorable. Afterlight, please don't start getting really good. I'm going to cancel you in January. Don't do this. Oh, Emma Lord, I read When You Get the Chance by her, which was YA, and I did really enjoy it. I'm excited to see how she writes an adult novel because I thought her writing was pretty good. Oh, no. When You Get the Chance, by the way, if you loved Mamma Mia and you're into Ava, it was really cute. It was YA, but it was really cute. No, Be less cute. Don't start collecting books. It is the most expensive hobby, and you'll never read them all. And then you start feeling guilty because you're neglecting them. Just don't do it. Moonlight, my favorite. This is the September box from Moonlight. Current favorite sub. This is the Unmarked Witch. You always have a choice in this world. You can be the hero or the villain, never both. Think hard about which path you want to walk. Okay, Miranda Lynn. We're gonna be an intense one, aren't we? So we've got enemies to lovers, slow burn, forced proximity, a fiery main character, a magical competition, and he falls first. According to Moonlight, this has 3 peppers. We shall see. So this sounds a little like Shadowhunters. This is the world where witches wear their spells like marks on their sleeves. But Raven doesn't have a single magical mark on her, which normally would be bad. You don't want to be unmarked, but this totally contradicts the truth about her. She is actually very powerful. Instead, no, those nice little scars, they're just carved into her mind over the years, you know, watching under the scowling eyes of witches and remembering things like, oh, I don't know, the day the Dark King's men murdered her grandmother in cold blood. Good times for Raven. The Dark King, oh, his terror, it's far-reaching, and her grandma, not the last one to die under his rule. And after the death of a coven leader, heralds in the start of the infamous witch trials, those are all in caps, by the way, in case you were wondering, Raven finds herself dodging death so she can triumph, which sounds like a good choice to me. Oh, I guess we're not competing in trials in this picture. Wow. God, I love their art so much. Stunning, right? Absolutely stunning. And of course, you know, greater peril, blah, 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 including one for her heart from man she'd only ever known as a villain. We know this trope. We love this trope. This is romantasy at its finest. Of course, something else is awry in the land of magic and shadows and all that good stuff, and Raven's gonna have to decide, do I trust my gut or do I trust my heart? Girl, I just saw the prince, trust your heart. Sorry, king. No disrespect, sir. Oh, let's... Wow. The king has wings. Like, no one mentioned the wings. No one thought to be like, hey, he has wings. We're just gonna ignore the wings. Here's what the chapters look like. Dedication to those that need a little magic and to those that need a heaping pile. I'll take that heaping pile, please. My Fairyloot September box has still not shown up, apparently. So it is the Half King. Bummer that that's not here. I got the shipping notification for it a month ago, but apparently they still haven't shipped it. So sorry about that. I will include that next month for you. But what we do have is the young adult book. This one I'm really excited for. This is one I wanted to read no matter what. This is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. Look at this one. In a deadly game of revenge, the most dangerous mistake of all is falling in love. Why do they always say that? So this is about a kingdom named Phantom. If that is not how that is pronounced, I don't care. It's what I'm calling it, because it sounds cooler that way. We've got cobbled streets, flickering lantern lights, beautiful buildings, secret catacombs. It sounds like Phantom of the Opera, okay? That's the vibe I am getting in general. Less singing, but you know. And apparently shade magic, that's what we got going on in this book, is scarce and a deadly commodity and is controlled by 2 rival groups. You ready for what they're called? The Cloaks and the Daggers. Oh, tell me Catherine Doyle didn't have fun with this one. That's not tongue-in-cheek at all. So, on the night of her mother's murder, wow! Don't be a mom or dad in these books, am I right? Look how pretty this is. Seraphine runs for her life. Good choice, Seraphine. That is probably a solid decision, I am guessing. She decides to seek sanctuary with the Cloaks. Okay, we've made our decision. And her heart is set on revenge. But she's wondering if her secret abilities are a match for the dark-haired boys whose quicksilver eyes follow her through the city. Do you have quicksilver eyes? I can't tell. Of course, nothing can prepare her for the moment she finally comes face to face with, guess what his name is? Oh, this is so good. Ransom! Someone had too much fun with those. Who is heir to order the necklace. Daggers. There it is. Yep, we saw it coming. How Romeo and Juliet of you all. And Ransom is shocked to discover that the unassuming farm girl wields a strange and blazing magic he's never seen before. Cloaks and daggers. Okay. I like it. I think it sounds so fun. like the Romeo and Juliet vibes, the setting that's all like, look at that Phantom of the Opry, and that, I think this sounds fun. I need more fun in my life, and that is what this book is sounding like it's going to give me. I'm really glad that they made this their pick. And then what did they pick for adult? I don't remember. In case you're wondering what the theme for this month was, masterminds. And then we've got power struggles for the adult box. Oh, I don't think I've heard of this one. The Gods Below by Andrea Stewart. In a world where precious gemstones bestow magical abilities on the few who can harness their power, our main character, Hakara, must lead a rebellion against the gods themselves in order to find her missing sister. Has anybody heard of this at all? If suffering made us strong, then I would be stronger than all of them. How cheerful. Have we heard of this? Do we know this book at all? I feel like I completely... Like, normally I have a vague, I've heard of you, I recognize you, I know the author, I've seen this in passing, I've heard the title. This has... No, maybe I've heard of Andrea Stewart. No, I've definitely heard of Andrea Stewart. Okay, fine. Like, The Gods Below, no recollection whatsoever. So apparently this is about two sisters who find themselves on opposite sides on a war against the gods. You probably don't want to be in a war against the gods. That just sounds like a bad life choice, but you know what? You do you, girls. You do you. So apparently a divine war has shattered the world, and humanity has struck a pact with a god named... Okay, I'm going with Clune. It's probably wrong, but humor me here. And in exchange for, like, regular tributes of gems, he likes the shiny, shiny things, which... Me too, Clune. Me too. He has said he will restore the world to its former glory. This sounds fair. Ooh, oh. I think I like God. Clune's kind of hot. But as each land is transformed, so too are its people into strange new forms, if they survive at all. Oh, so maybe not the god. Okay. Hakara? She's not willing to pay this price. She wants to protect herself and her sister Raka, and so she's like, yo, we're gonna flee our homeland, we're gonna go to like a neighboring kingdom for safety. But then tragedy strikes and they are separated, and she's forced to abandon her sister to an unknown fate. How you are forced to do that, I'm not sure, but apparently you can be forced to do that. And that's when Hakara kind of discovers, hey wait, I can channel the power of these unknown gems. Isn't that fun? I assume these are the sisters together, possibly. And so that's when she's invited to join this clandestine plot to destroy the God Pact. And in order to win Hakara over to their side, the conspirators are like, hey, we're gonna let you in a little secret. Yeah, Rasha is alive and we can help rescue her, but only if you go to war against a god. Good choice. Good luck, girls. I don't know. It looks like there's gonna be some kind of romance, which is usually what I cling to, but it's a long book. It's over 500 pages. I feel like a lot is being held back in that little summary. I'm curious. You've got me intrigued. All right, on to our Owlcrate box with items. We're starting off with something that's probably glass and fragile. Oh, and it's cute and it's pretty and I love it. It's got a fox. I love fox. Oh, this is definitely... Every story has the potential for infinite endings. This looks like Curse for Once Upon a Broken Heart, Curse for True Love. I haven't even read them and I can identify that, which is saying something. I love that so much. Wait, did I not get a little pamphlet-y thing in mine? Oh, come on. No. Yes, this is inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I don't get a list of all the stuff, so I'm going to be guessing the items. So, won't this be fun for me? Really testing my knowledge here. Oh, the pin should say, probably. Perfect Pairings Collection, based on Song of the... Oh, that one didn't hurt. No. This is Owlcrate exclusive Pharaoh Flowers. Jasmine, Vanilla Lang, Pharaoh. Wait. Pharaoh. The Unmaking of June Pharaoh. Haven't read it yet, though. But I loved her other book. See what it smells like. Please don't give me a migraine. That actually smells really, 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 really good. Jasmine's always going to do it for me. Okay. Bears, horses, and pine cones. And an eagle. These things are from... So this must be The Bear and the Nightingale, I would guess. Which I have not read, sadly. I really need to read the Winter Night trilogy. That is just... a BookTube darling that I have not gotten to yet. What is a person if not the marks they leave behind? The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Okay. Oh, cute. It's a little locket. Have anything in it? No. Oh, it says something. I remember you, opposite where you would put the picture. That's really cute. Okay, Owlcrate. This was a pretty strong box. I wish you had sent me the things to identify, but I actually passed this test, I think. Oh, this is really pretty. This is Michelle Kowicki's At the End of the River Styx. Of course, the river that makes you forget everything. The stars hold our stories. Never forget your roots. Never forget the old gods. The foiling has that like rainbow metallic-ness to it. It's really, really, really pretty up close though. Like really, oh, sorry, binding. Is saving someone you love worth an eternity of servitude? How bad's their fate and what's the servitude look like? Fox Books, used in collectible books. Okay, y'all have seen like You've Got Mail, right? Fox Books. I'd miss you too much if you were gone. This is really like pretty and already making me feel like a little emotional and sad. Like this is YA. Like can we not? Jeez, it's pretty melancholy like vibes going on here. So this is about Zan, and in order to save his dying mother, he offered his life and centuries of servitude to the ferryman. So for 400 years of like his 500-year curse, he has guided souls to the underworld at the edge of the river Styx so the ferryman can devour them. And as Zan stops before his sentence is up, the ferryman, he will eat a soul. Okay. Oh no, wait. Oh, this is so sad. So, 2 friends, 1 friend. Oh, wow. You're gonna hurt me, aren't you? Oh, God. And in Portland, Bastion is grieving. Apparently, he barely survived a car accident that took his mom, and he's haunted by troubling dreams of a dark, flooded corridor. And apparently, one night, a door opens in this endless corridor, and Bastion walks into Zan's office, and he learns he was supposed to die in that accident, too. Someone made an oopsie. And it should be easy for Zan to just hand Bastion over. I mean, he's been doing it for centuries. He's done it for countless others. But Bastion keeps disappearing before Zan can deliver him. And the more they meet, the more they have in common. And the more they find they have in common, the more their feelings for one another kind of deepen. And after, like, centuries of loneliness, Zan can't really bring himself to let Bastion die. I don't blame you, buddy. The boys are on, like, borrowed time, hiding from the ferryman, but only one can really cheat death. And Zan must decide if he's willing to give up his chance at life to save Bastion. And Bastion must decide if he's willing to keep living, if it means losing Zan. Oh my god, I can't even get through this summary. Michelle Kowicki, who hurt you? Someone's gonna have to tell me if I can handle that book before I decide to read it, because wow. Oh, Summer 2024. There's dark academia, and then there's darker academia. I did so well with Owlcrate. This is going to be a train wreck, right? Looks like a sunglass pouch, I guess? Or glasses in general pouch. It's probably inspired by something in particular, maybe? Foreshadowing glasses case. Is that a book? Oh, this... Wait, really? Is this what I think it is? No. Is this the coolest item ever? Illumicrate reading prompt cards. The indecisive bookworm with too many books. No, I'm totally serious. Look. Oh my god, what? I have to see what some of them are. There's a lot, too. Okay, alright. So here's what they look like on the back. And here's what they look like on the front. And they're different colors. I wonder if there's, like, themes. So, it doesn't look themed. We've got, like, newest book with journey or quest, a book you bought for the cover, stop calling me out, a book with fated mates, a book you recently purchased, shut up, a book with werewolves, a book with a library, a science fiction book, book with a murder mystery, a book with time travel, a book with a love triangle, a book that has enemies to lovers, a book with a color in the title, your prettiest Illumicrate book. Alright. The Illumicrate book you've had the longest, your newest Illumicrate book. You're putting yourself in there. Friends to lovers, book with dragon, urban fantasy, book with vampires, book with a one-word title, book by a debut author, book with a map. This is great! I think I might actually use these because there are definitely times when I'm just standing in front of my shelves. This is not true since I started BookTube. I haven't been able to mood read since I started BookTube. I have never had a problem coming up with a read since starting BookTube. You know what? If you are indecisive, either buy cards like these, join a readathon, or start a BookTube channel, because suddenly you will not know what happened, and you will have TBRs for months ahead of time that you don't even get to because you have video ideas. It's weird. Oh, we have a Lunamoth journal. Okay. Lunamoth. This journal belongs to Kirsten Licator. It's supposed to sound like Licator, but Lit Literature Couture. That's where the name came from. My husband came up with it. Be terrified. Based on all your comments, I wish I went with like the fairy tale reader or something. No, y'all are so sweet saying I'm like fairy tale princess. You should see me before coffee, but thanks. Oh, it's like schedule weekly tasks. Oh, you're trying to make me get organized. That's so cute. That's not enough room. This would take professional help, but thanks for trying, Illumicrate. Scales and Wings task journal. Those were the Wheels of Fate reading prompt cards. And now we have something else I will not have time to do, but really, really love the Dark Academia bookcase jigsaw puzzle. Oh no, stop. I love this so much. Look how cute. Come on. That's great. I used to love puzzles. You know what happens when you do a puzzle with a 5-year-old in the house or a 4-year-old or 3-year-old? And like last time I built one, she was like 2, 3. Then dogs who like to eat everything and chew things. It's bad, okay? It's bad. I'll let you figure out the ending for yourself. Oh, wow. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it so much. I like it so much. This is A Dark and Drowning Tide by Allison Stuff. So this is about Lorelai, and she is a naturalist with kind of a quick temper, but also a very quick wit. And she is on this expedition with 6 nobles. And they are going off to find this magical, wonderful, enchanted spring because the king wants to find the source of the spring so he can, like, harness its magical power and ensure his rule. Typical for a king, I suppose. But this will prove herself to everyone and ensure that she can travel freely off to the lands that she wants to, and it's one trip. It'll be fine. It is not fine because at the very start of this trip, the leader and Lorelai's mentor is murdered in her quarters aboard said ship. Now the suspects are her 5 remaining expedition mates. Well, I guess then her, but she knows she didn't do it. The only person that Lorelai is like pretty freaking positive is innocent is her longtime academic rival, the insufferably gallant and maddeningly beautiful, that's a quote, Sylvia Von Wolf. Lorelai now finds herself in charge, and she needs to find the spring before the murderer strikes again and before there's like a coup. Oh, this is what the original is on the original cover. But it's not really just like the murder she has to worry about. There's also like the original dangers they were facing because the forest, it's not just filled with like slumbering dragons and shape-shifting beasts want your blood. No, it like rearranges itself at night just for kicks and giggles. And so Lorelai and Sylvia, they're working together begrudgingly, also sort of maybe, I don't know, kind of discovering feelings for each other, and that their beloved leader maybe had some secrets of his own. No one's shocked to hear this. Here's a dragon. I assume this is hiding in the forest. Oh, what fun. Oh, a lindworm. I'm sorry, Mr. Lindworm. You look like fun. Unfortunately, the secrets that her leader had kind of make Lorelai question whether justice is worth pursuing and if the kingdom is worth saving at all. That is, wow. Mara, you aren't going to be a fun horse, are you? Gentle, intelligent creatures. Oh, you are. Okay. At a distance, Mara could almost be mistaken for ordinary horses, so they're not so bad. They seem fine. Do not be tempted to ride upon Amara's back, for they would run and run until the years slipped away from you. Okay. Caveat there. So I guess this is the river they're on. I'm slightly like meh about the sprayed edges until you look closer and see the freaking fish. Oh, they're really hard to see. I'll try and zoom you like way in. Okay, they're pretty cool. Darker Academia, everyone. That is it for this insane book haul. Thank you so much for joining me. The largest book hauls, I'm pretty sure, on BookTube. We've achieved it. We're there. We've reached our goal. Now help me decide how we split this up into more watchable, manageable book hauls, unless you like them being this long, in which case, let me know. I actually am asking for your feedback in the comments right now, pretty please. These take about 3 to 4 hours to film at this point, and I would really like some feedback for realsies. Also, please do like and subscribe if you would like me to continue spending 4 hours at a time unboxing books. But that's all from me today. I will let you get back to your book, and I'll be getting back to my Spookoplathon reads. You already heard about The Nightmare Before Kissmas, which was fantastic, but I have a lot more to go. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you again very soon for more book reviews from the Magical Readathon, or next month if you are just here to watch the pretty books and the chaos that is these book hauls, which you do you. I love you all either way. Happy Halloween if that's the case, and I will see you next time. Bye!